Hi everyone, welcome back to Wes Knows Tech News and Reviews. I get a lot of questions about what's the difference between the Amazfit Bip U as well as the Amazfit Bip U Pro. And a lot of the people are saying, well, should I be actually getting the Bip U Pro or the Amazfit GTS 2 Mini? So let me tell you all about the difference between the Bip U and the Bip U Pro. And then you will see that the Bip U Pro is no match for the GTS 2 Mini. And on the other hand, I don't see much point in getting the Bip U Pro if you're after a budget tracker. The Bip U will suffice. Anyway, let's get into this detailed review and comparison. If you're new to Wes Knows Tech News and Reviews, we talk about the latest tech news. We do brutally honest reviews and share hacks and tricks along the way. Okay, so the Bip U. This is the most budget tracker in the Amazfit smartwatch and fitness band lineup. There's a reason for it. It's got the least amount of sport profiles. It's got quite limited display functionality. As well as in regards to design, it's quite plain. In regards to features and functions, it's got quite a rich list of them. In fact, most of the features and functions and apps that you will see on the Bip U are actually available on the more expensive GTR 2, and that's the flagship, and the GTS 2, and the GTS 2 Mini, and the Bip U Pro, and whatever. Most of the features and functions available here are the same ones as you get on the premium trackers and smartwatches from Amazfit. But we're here to talk about the difference between the Bip U and the Bip U Pro. First of all, let's take a look at this. So the Bip U Pro has the letters Pro simply because it gets a microphone, and now it also gets Alexa. So that's exactly the feature that you get on the GTS 2 Mini. Also, you get an inbuilt GPS. So now you can actually go out and use the Bip U Pro with its 60 sport modes, and including swimming, of course, because it is water resistant up to 50 meters. So in the Bip U, you can go to the pool, to the showers, but with the Bip U Pro, because of the inbuilt GPS, you can actually go and do open water swimming. So you can go to the sea, to the lake, to the river, and it will calculate your distance. Also with the Bip U Pro, you can go on your cycles, on your runs, and you don't have to take your phone with you because you do have inbuilt GPS. But there is a big but here. There is no inbuilt storage to keep your media, your audio files on your smartwatch. That means if you're going out for a cycle or you run, you'll still most likely be carrying your smartphone with you because, well, if you are doing cardio exercises for, let's say, an hour or more, you would probably be listening to some music or something on the side. So the Bip U Pro, it does have inbuilt GPS, but how much value do you get in it? Well, that's a big question. You also get Alexa, but then you've got the GTS 2 Mini, which costs only 5 to 10% more than the Bip U Pro. But instead of an LCD panel, which is just 1.43 inch, and it's a TFT LCD panel, on the GTS 2 Mini, you get a full-blown AMOLED display. It's bright, it's beautiful, and the Bip U Pro, it looks just like the Bip U. Budget. Budget is the word. Hard plastic. On the back, hard plastic. A very simple strap. Yep, mind you, it's a watch type clasp and it's a watch type strap. And yes, it's replaceable. So you do get your inbuilt GPS and you do get Alexa. But really, the design is still very basic, very budget. So if you are looking for the more premium sort of smartwatch or fitness band, you might as well go for the GTS 2 Mini, which is considered a smartwatch, because after all, the Bip U and the Bip U Pro are still budget fitness bands, and they look it. So splash out, get yourself a GTS 2 Mini if you do want the smartwatch look and you want the premium feel. If you want the no-frills experience where you want lots of features and functions, you got your SpO2, you got continuous heart rate monitoring, you got continuous stress testing, you've got your breathing exercises, you've got a Pomodoro tracker, you've got the world clock, you can control your camera. You can do so much with this Bip U. But you don't have Alexa. Well, how often do you use Alexa? Then of course you don't have inbuilt GPS, but do you really need it? Because still, most likely, on all your exercises, you still have your smartphone with you. But anyway, in the pool, this thing can still track the number of laps you swam. It does your swim movement recognition. So if you're swimming breaststroke, it will tell you that you're swimming breaststroke. If you're swimming freestyle, it will tell you that you're swimming freestyle. It will calculate the number of strokes you've actually taken. So this is a very good piece of kit, and you get it for a very budget price. Now, paying extra for the Alexa and for the inbuilt GPS, I don't see any point really, because if you do want to step up, you might as well go to the GTS 2 Mini. Anyway, thank you for watching this very quick highlight overview of the BIPU, the BIPU Pro, as well as the GTS 2 Mini. If you have enjoyed the content, please drop us a like, and if you want to see more of the same, you know what to do. Please click the red subscribe button below the video, and we'll see you in the next one.